Hi there, I'm your DIY assistant. Have you ever imagined making phone calls without paying a dime, without worrying about network availability? What if I told you that this isn't any more imaginary thought but reality-based in 2025? Fasten your seatbelt because it's about to get bumpy, and your network providers are about to sweat bullets. This is not your walkie-talkie dummy, but a quantum shift that skipped the timeliness, like a download from another dimension. Let me tell you something. Sometimes a story comes along that doesn't just surprise you, it completely redefines what you thought was possible. I want you to really listen because what you're about to hear could change the way you see technology and maybe even the world itself. This isn't just another tech launch or a flashy new gadget. This is a story about vision, about courage, and about the power of one idea to shake up everything we take for granted. Every now and then, a story comes along that just knocks you off your feet. It makes you question why things are the way they are, and who gets to decide. This is one of those stories, a game changer, a revolution not from Silicon Valley, but from Namibia, a place not usually in the headlines for tech innovation, but today, it's leading the charge. Imagine a phone that lets you talk to anyone, anytime, with no bill, no SIM card, no fees, no contracts, no hidden costs, just pure open connection. Sounds impossible? That's what everyone thought. But a young man in Namibia decided it wasn't. He saw a problem millions face every day and refused to accept it as unsolvable. With nothing but determination, creativity, and a pile of discarded electronics, he built the future with his own hands. He created a device that could change how we all connect, forever. This isn't just about a gadget, it's about freedom. It's about breaking down barriers that keep people apart and giving everyone a voice, no matter where they live or how much they earn. Think about it. How many people can't afford a phone plan? How many families have to choose between staying connected and putting food on the table? This invention says, no more. It's a direct challenge to a trillion-dollar industry. The big telecom companies have built empires on access and exclusivity. But what happens when that access is suddenly free? What happens when you can make a call using the very air around you for free? That's disruption. That's the kind of innovation that can ripple across continents. The power to connect shouldn't belong only to those who can afford it. It should be a right, not a privilege. This phone is about leveling the playing field for everyone. Get ready to hear how one teenager's vision, fueled by scrap parts and sheer will, is making the impossible possible. He's not just building a device, he's building hope. This is the story of a phone powered by hope, and a young man about to teach us what it means to change the world. It's about daring to dream and then daring to do. Pay close attention, because this is big. This is the kind of story that reminds us. Sometimes, the future starts in the most unexpected places. Let's meet Simon Petrus, a young mind with a spark of curiosity that refuses to be dimmed by circumstance. He's not a CEO or a tech mogul. He's a high school student from Namibia, growing up in a small village where resources are scarce but dreams are limitless. Simon wasn't always at the top of his class, but when it came to science and tinkering, he shined brighter than anyone. He spent hours at home, taking apart old radios and piecing together gadgets from scraps, always eager to learn how things worked. In his world, staying connected is a luxury. Airtime is gold, and every minute on the phone is carefully counted. For many families, a simple phone call can mean the difference between opportunity and isolation. His parents struggled to make ends meet, and Simon knew all too well what it felt like to be disconnected from the world, unable to reach out to loved ones or access information. So he started to wonder, what if there was a way to talk for free? No SIM card, no expensive airtime, just pure connection. That question became his obsession, fueling late nights of sketching, experimenting, and dreaming. This wasn't his first invention either. Simon had already built a machine to help local farmers with their crops, showing his knack for solving real problems in his community. Simon is a natural innovator, always turning challenges into opportunities. Where others saw obstacles, he saw possibilities waiting to be unlocked. While other kids played games outside, Simon was on a mission, determined to break the chains of expensive communication and bring people together. He wasn't chasing fame or fortune. He simply saw a need in his community and believed, deep down, that he could meet it with his own two hands. This is the story of a young man who decided to write his own rules, proving that even the boldest dreams can take root in the most unlikely places. So how does a phone with no SIM card or airtime work? It's not magic, it's science. Regular phones connect to cell towers owned by companies. You pay to use their network. Simon's phone throws out that rule book. Instead, it uses free radio frequencies, like a walkie-talkie, but supercharged. He figured out how to transmit voice and make calls without telecom companies. The device creates its own small-scale network, perfect for rural areas. Imagine a village where everyone can talk for free. It's about connecting communities, giving a voice to those silenced by cost, and it powers itself, no need for electricity. A phone that costs nothing to use, needs no company, and powers itself. Off the grid, built for the people. All you need is a brilliant idea and the will to make it real. How was this phone born? Not in a high-tech lab or with a team of experts, but in a small, cluttered room filled with discarded electronics and big dreams. Simon had no lab, no engineers, no investors, just a dream, a pile of junk, and 2 years of hard work. Every day, he sat at his makeshift workbench, surrounded by the hum of old machines and the hope that he could create something new from the forgotten. He built the phone from scrap, old TVs, radios, a light bulb, a fan, even an expired SIM card. Each part had a story, a past life, and now a new purpose in Simon's hands. 2 years of trial and error, frustration, and persistence. There were countless failures, moments when nothing worked, and nights spent rethinking every connection. His parents, though unemployed, scraped together what little they could for parts. They searched markets for anything useful, believing in Simon's vision even when it seemed impossible. The total cost? A fraction of what tech companies spend in a day. Every coin was precious, every purchase carefully considered, every setback a lesson in resourcefulness. He used a speaker and mic from an old handset, radio parts for frequencies, all pieced together in a box. Nothing matched, but everything fit, because he made it work. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. The first call was scratchy, the wires exposed, but it was a triumph, a voice carried across the room by sheer determination. Every wire was a lesson learned, every mistake was a step forward, a new piece of knowledge earned through sweat and stubbornness. Teachers encouraged him, but the genius was all his. They saw his passion and gave him space to experiment, but the drive came from within. He taught himself electronics as he went. Manuals, online tutorials, and trial and error became his teachers, guiding him through the maze of circuits and codes. This is about the hustle, making something out of nothing. It's about seeing potential where others see waste, and refusing to give up when the odds are stacked against you. Simon didn't wait for perfect conditions. He started with what he had. He proved that innovation isn't about resources. It's about resourcefulness, grit, and the courage to begin. That's the spirit that changes the world. It's the spark that turns scraps and dreams into revolutions and reminds us all that greatness can come from the humblest beginnings. Simon didn't just build a phone. He built a life support system in a box. Why stop at calls? He added a TV, radio, light, and fan. The TV showed one channel, a window to the world for those without electricity. The radio brought news and music, still vital in many places. In one box, talk to neighbors, watch a program, listen to news, and have light at night. He even included a fan for relief from the heat. The device became a central hub, communication, information, entertainment, light, and comfort. And it charges other devices powered by its own radiator system. It's not just for the owner, it serves the whole community. Simon created an ecosystem, not just a product. He solved real-life problems with practical design. This is wisdom in action. One box, endless impact. The journey wasn't easy. Money was tight. Every part was a sacrifice for his family. Every failed experiment was a financial hit. Then came the doubters. People who couldn't believe a kid could build a phone from junk. He faced skepticism from all sides, even those close to him. But Simon's determination was unshakable. For 2 years, he battled technical problems and constant doubt. His purpose, to help his community, kept him going. This is what defines a champion, not just victory, but the fight. Simon's story is a lesson in perseverance and passion. Every obstacle became a step on his ladder. He didn't just build a phone, he built character. That's a power no one can take away. After 2 years, it was time for the big reveal. Simon entered his invention in a school tech competition. He walked in with his box of wires ready to show the world. The judges, experts in technology, were skeptical. They grilled him, convinced it was too good to be true. But Simon knew every detail. He explained, demonstrated, and proved it worked. His teachers backed him up, confirming it was all his own work. Slowly, skepticism turned to awe. The judges awarded him first place. That victory was more than a trophy, it was validation. News spread across Namibia. Simon's story sparked a national conversation about supporting young innovators. He didn't just win a science fair, he inspired a nation. What's the big takeaway? Simon Petrus's story is a message to every young person. You have the power to change the world. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you have. Imagination, passion, and determination are your greatest resources. Innovation isn't confined to wealthy labs. Genius is everywhere. Simon is proof young thinkers are building Africa-centric solutions for Africa's challenges. His invention could disrupt a global industry, but its real impact is hope. He's shown kids they don't need permission to be great. They can start now. Simon's win forced his country to rethink education and innovation. He built a movement, not just a phone. If you have a dream, start with what you have. Turn your pile of junk into treasure. Simon made a sound heard around the world. Now it's your turn.